Hey everybody, man, what a day. Before I get started, if you're a subscriber to this channel, thank you. I really appreciate it. The more subscribers I get, the longer the videos I can make. Sometimes it's hard to pack everything that I want to say into 15 minutes. But anyway, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I really hope that you get something out of it. I try my best to be informative and helpful. I am here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and yesterday it was in the upper 60s, almost 70 degrees here, and overnight a cold front blew through and it's 24 degrees here. Who knew? Anyway, yeah, welcome to Wyoming, right? It's always windy here, always. Anyway, I thought I would expand a little bit more since there was so much interest in dedicated drivers and dedicated routes. Again, I'm going to tell you, I am no expert on all of the routes and all of the dedicated driving jobs that Crete has. Other than I can tell you there is a bunch of them, a whole lot more than you would imagine. Crete has terminals all over the country, literally from coast to coast. And just about out of every one of those terminals, they have local drivers. Now, local drivers will pick up the trailers, loaded trailers that come in and are dropped at that terminal, and they'll take them out to the customer to be unloaded and then bring the empties back. They also may take empty trailers out to customers to be loaded and then bring them back to the terminal. That way, drivers like me that are national drivers, we can do a drop and hook, pull into a terminal, drop a full trailer or an empty, and pick up another loaded and take off again. We waste no time going out to customers. So there are local jobs at almost every one of the terminals. That includes some of the drop yards as well. I know for a fact that Crete has a drop yard in Nashville, Tennessee. They don't have a terminal there, but they have a drop yard. And if they don't have a local driver, they sure could use one. So if you're interested in a local job, a daytime job, those are mostly day drivers. They're home every night. They're home on the weekend. So if you're interested in one of those jobs as a local driver, by all means give Crete a call and ask them about job opportunities that are in your area. Typically, those type of drivers will go somewhere between 100 and 150 miles is about as far as they're going to go. They're going to be home every night. So those are not overnight jobs. Crete also has regional jobs. They have a Florida-only fleet that I have become aware of that only delivers inside the state of Florida. They have a Southeast regional fleet that goes basically anywhere in the Southeast. However, it's more Florida, Georgia, Alabama, North and South Carolina, maybe Tennessee. But it's typically going to be limited to the Southeast. They have a Northeast regional that's where they really, really need drivers. So if you live in the north, anywhere in the Northeast, and you're interested in finding a good company, a job with a good company, I would definitely give Crete a call. It's a good company to work for. There's an awful lot of business up there, so you definitely will be in with a good company and have plenty of work and get plenty of miles being a Northeast regional driver. More home time with that as well. Being a regional driver, you're going to get more home time. So As far as a Midwest driver, I have had some drivers tell me that's all they do is do the Midwest, which is going to be Minnesota, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, generally in that area, maybe over into Iowa and Missouri, but drivers that typically handle the Midwest as well, and they also have Western regional drivers that's going to handle all of the Western states. So if you want to be a national driver, like I am, you cover anything and everything. You go anywhere they go. If you want to be a regional driver, there's plenty of jobs available. I know they have Texas. They've got a really big, nice yard down in Wilmer, Texas. They also have in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, they do another Walmart distribution center down there. So if you live in that particular area, there's an awful lot of business in Texas, awful lot of business down there. So they need drivers in Texas. They've got a terminal in Salt Lake City, Utah, so there's a demand for drivers there that handle the western states. So just about anywhere that you want to work and anywhere you want to drive within the lower 48 states here, Crete has a position waiting on you. Again, you may be, well, my phone is about to fall over here. Again, you may be, there are dedicated companies that you can work for. Right now, I am a dedicated company driver for Walmart here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I only deliver Walmart loads I'm picking up from the distribution center and taking it out to the stores as far north almost as the Canadian border in Montana, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and of course Wyoming, and even over into South Dakota. So I cover a pretty wide range here of places that I deliver out of this distribution center. They have they have contracts with Walmart at distribution centers all over the country, and you may find one of those that's close to you. Pauls Valley, Oklahoma is one. North Platte, Nebraska is. I really enjoyed driving out of the North Platte, Nebraska. They have another one up in Minnesota. And for people that like shorter runs and like to drive at night, that's the place for you. The drivers that drive up there, they really seem to enjoy it, but I'm not a nighttime driver and I like long runs, so that wasn't my cup of tea, but I went and did it for a week anyway. But there are other companies other than Walmart that Crete has contracts with all over the country, and you would be a dedicated driver for that particular company. You would be picking up from their manufacturing facilities and taking it to distribution centers. You may be taken from one manufacturing facility to another. Sometimes they make a product up to so far at one facility, and then they put it on a truck and take it to another facility and finish manufacturing it there. It may be an ingredient for one manufacturing place, may be the ingredients for several other places. So That's why you would be dedicated to that particular company. Whatever they need, you take it wherever they need it. Sometimes those are regional jobs, sometimes those are national jobs, but you'd still be for that particular company. There are also dedicated runs that they have literally anywhere you want to drive, just about. They have a dedicated run where you would pick up from point A and take it to point B and then go right back to point A, and you'd be back and forth. Those type of jobs typically get more home time, because every time you come back home to point A, you get to spend the night at home. So there's jobs that where you're gone quite a bit. A national driver now is gone for a minimum of 21 days out on the road before he goes home. They're really, really good about keeping home time sacred. So that's one thing that I can say that for certain that they when it's time to go home, they understand and they really do their best to get you home. So Crete has a job for you. While I am a recruiter for Crete, I do my best to try to bring other drivers. I'm really trying to be helpful, because there's so many other companies out there that'll take advantage of you and not treat you right and whatever. And I can personally vouch that once you get used to doing things Crete's way, it's really, really easy to get along with them. They do bend over backwards to take care of their drivers. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. I hope that somehow out of all of this that you find just the right thing that you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to drive a truck, no matter how you want to do it, chances are pretty strong Crete is going to have something that's going to be right down your alley. I talked to a driver yesterday that is about the same age as me, and he's really only wanting to drive somewhere around 2,500 to 2,800 miles a week. He really don't want a whole lot of miles. He'd rather spend the time at home, and they can accommodate that. Some of the dedicated routes are actually geared towards those type of people that only want to drive 2,000 to 2,800 miles a week. So even if you're an older guy that wants to spend more time at home, or a younger guy that has kids that wants to spend more time at home, Crete has a job for you, and they will treat you right. They got great benefits, 401k, the profit sharing, the quarterly safety bonus. I just got mine again, and I got the notice this morning that it's over $1,200 for the quarterly bonus. The company I was with before, their quarterly bonus was 1/4 of 1 cent per mile. 1/4 of 1 cent per mile was their quarterly bonus for not tearing anything up. With Crete, it's over $1,200. So plus they have an annual bonus, profit sharing, great 401k, great retirement, insurance is good. So I'm telling you, there's really good things to be had here at Crete. So send me a message down below. My email address is JiggyFlyTrucker@gmail.com. Send me an email and ask me if you don't want to post it down here. I'll do my best to answer your questions. Thanks a bunch for watching, and thanks again for subscribing.